Hello and welcome to this video. We have been trying to level a Gemling Legionnaire. Now you might think I started leveling as an int stacker, but no. We actually tried a strength stacking monk, and this particular one, this god mode, destroys everything, blah blah blah. Yeah, its leveling part is complete trash. I don't know about the end game because we can't get to the end game with that, so don't try it, don't use it. And then I decided, because the new hip thing that's out of the way, yes, is the Gemling Legionnaire int stacking Spark to Spark Archmage. 90% of them are just endgame because they're probably just converted over a character or just brought a carry through the campaign, or campaign using different Gemling Legionnaire or whatever. Because 90%, well 100% of what I found, 90% of them seem to be complete trash and rubbish and just lies in the leveling part, or you have to use multiple divines, whether uniques, to actually do the character through the leveling process. There are cheap leveling uniques like this, but some of the ones I found were multiple divines per gear just to get you through the leveling process. Now the gear, I'll just run over it so you can see what I'm running. The issue is we can't do damage, we can't stay alive. This belt's mainly for the fire rares. I've been swapping out gear for this whole act. Pretty much since we reached Act 3, it just, the strength stacker was starting to fall off. We got to Vespa, and then the int stacker just can't handle much. And to show my point, Jungle Runes, I'm level 44 and this is level 34, so we should pretty much destroy everything. I'm out of the way, you should be able to hear it. As you can see, these are white creatures, I'm pretty sure. No, that's a rare. Yeah, 10 levels above. Yeah, like, we are not doing any damage to the actual stuff. And I'll get another one if we hold it for a second. So this is the monkey, 10 levels above, remember. Now I'm trying to use all the skills just to show the thing, and I do get hit a couple of times. But you can see with the gloves we can electrocute. But yeah, 10 levels above this unique, and we aren't doing much damage at all. We obviously end up killing it. I think once we get an electrocution on it, yeah, he goes down, we get nothing. So yeah, 90% of the leveling builds, I'm not talking endgame, there is legit evidence that endgame this works and is tanky. Leveling wise, there is virtually no evidence that any of this stuff works, because I have spent this. How old is this character? I've spent quite a bit. 13 hours, and I'm in Act 3. I finished Act 2. So probably 4 or 5 hours in Act 3, changing gear and everything, because I was using leveling uniques with the monk, which the monk uses, if we look at the quarterstaff, the Pillar of the Gods. Strength stacking obviously increases damage, but it reaches a point where it just falls off. And you don't have the ability to do enough damage or take enough damage that it falls off without getting specific stuff. And yeah, I wasn't going to spend my bank. So yeah, I'm level 44. Passive tree looks like this. How much cash do I have? 103. Respecking, because I spent pretty much the whole time I've been playing PoE2 in the actual campaign, trying different leveling builds and everything. I obviously don't get the truckloads of gold that drops. So it costing me like 100 grand every time I respec. Sometimes I just delete the character because it's not worth it, but in this case I obviously needed the attribute nodes anyway, so we went over there with the strength stacker. Attributes down here, 10% increase, but then we come up here, and if you're thinking, it's attributes, that's a problem, I have lightning damage highlighted. There's 3 nodes here. This is not lightning damage, it's exposure turns into cold exposure. Can't use that because that's Herald of Thunder. We're using that. This pen, no, this lightning damage electrocution build up, so 3 nodes there I could take for 30% damage, which isn't going to do anything. A little increase up here, but I can't just automatically pop there. That's some more lightning damage over there. And then a little bit over there. Now if we look at spell damage, there is a distinct lack of it on this side of the tree. Obviously it's all over here. Energy shield. There's some nodes up here for energy shield with a monk going into the witch. Then we run completely dry down here. So obviously the monk section, so if you carved like weirdly through here and everything, you pick up some sort of things. But yeah, the attribute way leads to our actual damage. But yeah, we got 260 spark, 343 flame wall, 132 orb, 472 arc, and then we're using this when we have gear that's got extra spirit, mana tempest. But yeah, the leveling guides are just bad. If you know one that actually works and it levels it through without having to buy uniques, without having to buy gear, without like getting gear that because you're not getting the drops, okay, but you don't have to buy expensive uniques. You don't have to buy uniques at all, would be preferable. You don't have to pretty much be having a carry. You like a proper leveling build. If you know one, do share it please, because I would like to level this character up, but obviously a little stagnant because we can't even kill 10 level things lower than us easily, and Vesper just laughs at us because we get it down to half life and we're just copping all this damage because we can't actually take any damage because the actual whack of it hits. Obviously we got no armor to block it. Now I could increase this and drop some intelligence and pick up the armor, but let me know whether it's worth going evasion, armor, ES, just using whole different skills, trying to do some other character and then transfer into Spark Archmage later when we got more passive points on the tree. But let me know your opinions of the leveling guide part of it, and when it's meant to turn into something awesome. Because if we can get to that point and then transfer, we can then test out some more things with this, try different things, have a look at what other things have, so we can try out all the different ways people are doing it, so you can see me struggle or succeed, and you don't have to go through that sort of stuff. I do, so it helps you out. But yeah, let me know what you think. Hit all those buttons and do help me if you can. Thank you very much. Goodbye. What are you looking at? What you looking at?